First Class Podcast.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is another episode of First Class Podcast, and I'm glad I'm on the air. Of course, I'm here with my man Siege. What's cracking, bro?
What's going on, everybody? Good to be back.
Yeah, man. Definitely good to be back. Back rolling, man. I know we done took a little time off, everybody, but the beginning of the summer, people got festivals going on and graduation, which we're going to get into a little later, and just syncing up schedules and stuff like that. But we back, man, and, going, fuel y'all for the rest of the year. Got to account for the the schedule change. But, yeah, I know we took some time, but shoot, how you been, though?
Man, I'm cool, man. The last week and a half, I had the Rona, boy. I was
Oh, man.
over this mug down bad, but it's cool though. I back down, you know what I'm saying? Tested negative, doing A-OK over here, bro. How about you?
Man, that's what's up, bro. I'm doing good, man, for the most part, bro. Everything cool. Kids is out of school, so I don't have to wake up early and put people on the bus and get a 5-year-old dressed every morning and anything like that. So everything been pretty smooth, man. But watching these NBA finals, which we're gonna get into later. But other than that, everything to apply some more pressure on this podcast and stuff. Get back rolling on this.
Yes, sir.
But other than that, man, if you ain't got no opening lines, opening stuff that you want to talk about, we can go ahead and jump into it.
Hey, man, I just want to start it off by saying I'm the greatest of all time.
Yeah, after me, but to each his own. You feel me? But but yeah, man, if you new to the show, we go live. Like, make sure you always drop your comments, concerns, join into the conversation. We always post it up or say it or both. You know what I'm saying? Post it up so people can read and see a comment and hear what you got to say, and then also, of course, goes on the audio as well. But if you are new to the show, man, we always start off with some type of a quote or words of encouragement. This one was just, it's not too deep. It's kind of right to the point. And I kind of felt like, for the most part, for the topics that we got on the show, it's kind of perfect for it. And it says, if you believe in you, nothing is impossible. Simple as that. I'm going to say it one more time. If you believe in you, then nothing is impossible. So, and like I said, I think that kind of goes with the topics of the show. It's kind of self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe in yourself first before you go out here and achieve some stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. That goes with me starting it off saying I'm the greatest.
Facts. Facts. So just, like I always try to tell people, man, take it with you. Make sure you believe in yourself first, man. You can all these different quotes and words of encouragement that we say on the show. Make sure take it with you, man. Apply it to your day to day. Apply it to your life. Apply it to your week, your weekend. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes, man. I'm not cooking these up just for my own entertainment. But yeah, man, believe in you, and then nothing is impossible. So. And with that being said, we're going to kick off with the first topic, man. First topic is just giving out congratulations to all the different graduates and the 2022 graduates, man. So one little quick round of applause for them. And that's what's up. I wish I had my board. I should have plugged the board in and hit the button for that. But so do you know anybody? Do you have anybody that graduated this year on any level? So I'm not just talking about high school, but college. Maybe they got their masters or anything.
Yeah, my sister India, she got her master's. I think they had their graduation ceremony a little bit earlier this year. I think it was in May. So congrats to her. We're a family full of graduates over on this side. but
Definitely
you know what I'm saying? So congratulations to her.
facts.
And I know a lot of friends been posting their kids graduating. So congratulations to all the kids that's, doing their thing too. It's a rough time to be sending kids to school, but hey, congratulations.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Uh, I got a nephew. He graduated high school this year. Um, I got a couple little cousins that graduated high school this year. I'm trying to think. Did anybody? I don't think anybody graduated from here as far as family members. Um, no, I don't think so. But I do, like I said, I know that I know a couple people that are finishing up school. As far as they first little semesters to get their associates or whatever the case may be, man. They about to graduate and be able to keep pursuing their career and stuff like that. So congratulations to them too. Like I said, on all different platforms, high school, college, uh, a trade, it don't matter. Um, so I'll just want, like, speaking of graduation and graduation time, because it is the time for it, summertime, people graduating. Like, it look like every day I'm seeing somebody either walking across the stage or a graduation party or something like that. And then also my got to give shout out to my daughter, my youngest. She graduated from pre-K to kindergarten. So
Let's go.
shout, shout out to her. But yeah, it was just around this time it always take me down memory lane. You know what I'm saying? And just how I felt on graduation day. You know what I'm saying? So, you got any highlight moments from graduation day on, like I said, on any platform, high school or when you graduated college or anything like that?
Uh, man, I just used to I love that feeling of being. I'm finally done with this BS, man. Me, I was this whole school type of person. I was trying to get in that mug and get out that mug. But you know what I'm saying? Like it was cool. You know what I'm saying? The day was cool. We had a graduation party. Everything was straight. When I graduated college, you know what I'm saying? That was a little bit more meaningful for me, just because me. But like I said, I ain't the school type of person. Couldn't figure out what I was trying to do. All of that. But man, graduation for me is graduation. I was just ready to be done with that stuff, man. I was hyped when I walked out that mug, like, yes, let's go.
Right. I mean, for me, graduation was cool, man. Like, one, I'm not even gonna front. I ain't gonna front. It was, I was one of them last minute, them last minute additions. Like, everybody get to looking over, like, oh, you get to, hey, I did what I had to do. Like, don't trip. But it was just great. It was, you know what I mean. So it was great to my family was there. You feel me? My mom, my dad. I had my cousins, a couple aunties. You know what I'm saying? I believe my nana was there. Like, I'm like, all right, bet. And I was just hyped. And then I got to, you know what I'm saying? I'm graduating with my friends. You feel me? So a couple other people that we went to school with that I was cool with, and just everybody was hyped, man. And if I correctly, I believe me and my brother Ev, shout out to him. I believe me and him rode down to the drove to graduation together. I think I picked him up, cap and gowns in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? We charged listening to whatever we was listening to at that time. just amped up, like, bro, we won. We like how you put it. Oh, bro, we made it, bro. We done,
Made it.
bro. We done, bro. Like we made it, bro. We here. They can't take it away from us now, bro.
Right. Right.
So between that and between that part and then the fact of once we had got in, we was waiting. Now, true story, guys, and I don't know if I probably said this on another show, probably this same time last year, but true story. Now we all waiting, high school graduation. We waiting behind the scenes for everybody to come in. Everybody, excited and hype. So next thing you know, we a bunch of badass kids. we found out they got a workout workout room. Here's ducked off. Like, oh Snoop, they got weights in here. Everyone like, what? They got weights. They got weights. Man, we end up going in there. We slide in there. Man, everybody in there doing they trying to hit their PR, trying to hit their personal best on graduation day, man. We just slap plates on there. We didn't hit the bench press, the incline press, man. It was just funny because everybody we did went in there and got a full workout. cap and gowns on and everything. Like little do people know we did it was about I think of us that ran in there and did that, but it could have been less than that. But that was cool, man. Like I said, just graduating with my friends, man, my peers, people that I had to see for the last. Well, we went to Patterson, so either I didn't see them for the last 3 years, or at minimum the last year and a half. So it was always good to just kick it and see them, and we all then kind of made it and just kind of it was just a real exciting time, man, because at one point in time, the struggles of, as far as I know, some parents there struggles of getting your teenager to graduation day. That of course there's some teenager out there with the struggles of getting to graduation day. You know what I'm saying? Between the different trials and tribulations with your grades and these state standard tests and things like that nature. So it was just a real exciting feeling, man. So, and that's when I always try to tell some of my like little cousins that they came up and graduating. I always try to tell them, make sure you try to enjoy this time. Try to make sure you enjoy this time as much as you can, as much as you can, because after this, you about to hit the real world. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and that was just the best thing for me. It was just like, man, because as a teenager at that time, we like, man, we made it. It's over with. Bet I'm grown now. I done graduated high school. Yeah, sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. So, but
Right.
yeah, so man, it's just, and that's why I title that's why the title is the start of the finish line, because you think you crossing the finish line like, oh yeah, man, I'm done now. You just starting that, like you still, that finish line just keep getting longer and longer and longer, like you really never gonna cross it, my G. Now, unless what I'm saying, you accomplish all your goals and you get to sit back and just be like, I will not achieve anything else ever again. Like, you know what I mean? Which is rare. But uh but just shout out to all the people, man, that did graduate. Like I said, whether it's high school, college, a trade school. Um, I know everybody is on different platforms, but for the high school graduates, soak it all in. Soak it all in, man. Like, I know I got a couple friends that maybe not fully regret it, you know what I'm saying, but kind of regret a little bit, just being in certain moments, like like, man, I wish I would have did this or did that. You feel me, in school, because now I can't get that time back. And then I got and then I got other people they really just never cared, still don't care. You know what I mean? Like shit. So it's all cool, but I just think as an individual, whether it's something to where you're a big school person that like doing the activities, or if you're not, I think it's still it's a moment, it's an achievement and that's something that you need to soak in, no matter how you choose to soak it in, whether it's a graduation party or maybe it's just a time where you kind of self reflect on what your next move is after you done graduated.
Right.
But I think it's definitely something that you should soak in and be proud of yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back because you did cross that first threshold. You know what I'm saying? Whether you graduated with honors or not, you still moved that talus on over and walked across that stage and had to shake some hands and moved on. But yeah, so congratulations to them. You got anything else on graduation day or memorable moments or anything on this one? And then we can, if not, then we can just move on.
Sure, just to tell the people that's graduating, no matter what level, man, don't let people place them expectations on you, man. You got to live your life for yourself. That's one thing I wish I would have, you know what I'm saying, knew back then, having to grow up kind of early. You know what I'm saying? I was just like happy to be done with it, trying to fulfill everybody else's expectations. Y'all ain't got to put that weight on y'all shoulders, man. Live y'all life for y'all. Forget what everybody else talking about.
Facts, facts, facts. All right, cool, man. Well, before we get into this next topic, we do have a brief advertisement. So we'll be right back. We'll be right back after this brief ad. What's going on, fellas? Man, you tired of hearing your girl or your wife complain about your beard, man? Make sure you step it up with first class beard products where we have beard balm, shampoo, and beard oil. So please take your beard to another level with first class beard products. And trust me, she gonna like it too. Yo, yo, yo. So that's a ad for first class beard products, man. Make sure y'all go ahead and check that out. Uh, still we still over here. Gotta re up, but make sure y'all follow suit. Hit me up for all your needs, man. Father's Day is around the corner, so make sure y'all definitely go ahead and check that out and hit me up for all your beard care needs. But yeah, man, leading on to the next topic, man. Next topic is the NBA Finals, man. I'm gonna start off your thoughts, man, on this Boston.
Well,
Oh man, you ain't hear me?
yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, you said you was gonna do. You said you was gonna talk about the NBA Finals. Then you chopped out.
Yeah, I was like, man, you ain't hear me? Like, oh Lord. But yeah, I was saying, I'm gonna let you go ahead and start that one off. How you feel about this Boston and Golden State series?
Man, like I was saying on the C podcast, I think it was last month when we was talking about the Eastern Conference matchups. I was saying that I thought the Heat will win if they had their horses because of certain, things or whatever, defensive tenacity, that kind of thing. But I also stated that, and they had, you know, different types of shooters, with Tyler Hero, even though he ain't play, but play much. But anyway, I was talking about the shooters and stuff that they had versus Boston. Well, Boston kind of flipped that on his head when it's coming now to playing in Golden State. They still got the defensive tenacity. They got Jalen Brown. He when he's stepping in, he coming in that mug, just making all the passes, all the shots. You know what I'm saying? When he get it going, Jason Tatum, he had 23, I think, last night, but it was like on 8 of 23, I think, a shooting, and he only went to the line and shot five. I think it was 3 or 5, if I ain't mistaken. So he had a down game, but when they on and they still only lost by what?
Okay. I think it ended up being 7.
Yeah, I think it was like 7 or something like that. If I am something like that, I'm not sure. But matter of fact, I can look that up while I'm sitting here talking about it. But he have his up and down games like most players do. But I really think that a lot of people over or underestimated the type of team Boston was, even back then, even back when the Eastern Conference Eastern playoffs period, on the Eastern side of playoffs period. Just a simple fact that it's Boston, like you know it's Boston, bro. They ain't got the horses everybody else got. But I was telling folks, especially off air, off air, like defense. When you got that type of defense, man, you always gonna be in it somehow, some way, some shape or form. always find your way in it, especially when you got veterans like Al Horford coming in. He can give you a 20 piece and 10 boards some games. So I think people overestimated Golden State and they underestimated Boston. So I think it's going to be a good series. I expected Boston to win yesterday. I just thought that gear that Jalen Brown upped himself to, I'm like, he not going to play that, probably not play that well again. But if he stay mid level and Jason Tatum play like Jason Tatum, and then you get your normal contributions from Al Horford and I think Robert Williams, is that the tall guy? I don't know, it's Grant and Robert. I think so. Grant, I think, is the tall dark skinned
Yeah.
guy.
Which one?
Man, he be balling, bro. Like he a game changer when it comes to protecting the basket. And Steph Curry been going to the basket more. So it's like, hey, that dude right there, he been a real X factor since he came back, which people thought he would be, but I don't know, man. It's exciting for me. I ain't gonna lie. I've been keeping. You see me just call out the stats,
Right.
just from memory. But yeah, man, it's exciting, man. Steph Curry, man, he had to have an otherworldly performance yesterday to pull them out. He shot over 50% on hit with his 43 points he scored. So I was like, hey, listen, if he ain't gonna be able to keep duplicating that unless they out in front. Historically speaking, when they out in front, he ball more. But I don't see that transpiring all the way up through.
Yeah, I mean, overall, like if anybody know me, I'm a Boston fan. I do like Boston. Um, been a Boston fan for a while since before the little big three, if you will, that they had. I liked it when they just had Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker. But anyway, because I'm about to go on Antoine Walker rant. Anyway, let me not do that. But the thing is, man, I I agree with you as far as a lot of people underestimating Boston, man. Like the whole playoffs. You got Brooklyn, and all the teams that they played or all the teams that was putting them out. You know what I'm saying? The last couple of times they entered the playoffs. Brooklyn then put them out. They got put out by Miami last year. Milwaukee put them out the year before that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Mhm.
you gotta deal with Kyrie that just came back. So you got Kyrie and Kevin Durant. You got superstars that you trying to you know what I'm saying, cool off or not let them heat up. Plus whatever the little role players they got. Did a huge pill to swallow, no pun intended, with Giannis, the Greek freak over there. Easy triple double. You know what I'm saying? Him, and then you got to go to Miami and take on Jimmy buckets in them. You know what I'm saying? That was dropping 40. You feel me? So it's like, all right, y'all done climb these mountains, and overall it's a young team. You know what I'm saying? You got some vets like Al Horford, and then of course Marcus Smart is over there. But overall, the stars or the superstars, if you will, are are the climbing superstars of builders, and they 25, 24, 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I think a lot of people underestimated them. And now you're in the finals. And I know in the beginning they was talking about just the finals experience and how it was lopsided with Boston, like between everybody on they only total to 0 games. 0 games of uh of playoff of final experience. And I think Golden State had like 23 or 133. Now I don't know who left this comment, man. Make sure you tag your name afterwards. But we got a comment, man. Said Boston gonna win. I'll go ahead and post it up real quick. You see it. Facts, man. Like I said, I'm going for Boston as well. Uh, yeah, and then I'm pretty sure this was going off the comment that you had said as far as with Steph Curry and what he did. So I said, yeah, he had to the way they was splashing.
Hey, that's facts right there because they was doing him
Hey, I
dirty.
mean, to be honest, man, like last night, it kind of, yeah, they was going after it. Like earlier in the game, we just popped out to that lead. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I know they're not gonna run with it. Like the thing is, especially with the not only just the finals, but with these teams in general. Oh, okay, it's my man Aaron. What's happening? What's happening, bro? Yeah, you a Boston fan? Let's go.
Y'all should be
So
ashamed of yourselves, man.
man, whatever. You
Boston,
know,
Boston. Golden State Warriors fans should be
I'm all
ashamed of
right.
themselves too.
But you know the thing is with the finals. But the thing is like you got these different waves, and you got to take on that wave. Like you got Steph Curry that can get hot, Klay Thompson that can get hot. Like them as a team can get hot and go on a 12-2 run, and then next thing you know, Boston got to come back and go on a 16-4 run, and then boom, call a timeout. Then it's a 10-5 run, another 10. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys, and I think a lot of people like who watch basketball don't really pay attention to that. Like that's kind of rare that these teams are just going to come out and just blow. You know what I'm saying? Blow somebody out. Like these blow. Like people make it to. Like I was telling somebody right before the final started because they had asked me like, "Oh, well, what you think y'all gonna do?" Like, man, Golden State about to wipe the floor with y'all, bro. They got too many shooters. I'm like, you don't make it to the finals by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just be like, oh, stumble into the finals. Like, that's not how that works. You got to play your way to get in. So once you get there, you definitely are a deserving team to get in there. So, and I feel like Tatum and Brown need to show up. It's a couple little things, man. But what I didn't know is I didn't know our shooting. I didn't know we was going to be able to kind of match them on the shooting aspect. To be honest, I thought it was going to be we was going to do more of a beat the paint up type of game plan, and it's kind of been a balance of both. But we'll shoot that bug up with it too. You come down, shoot a three, and get one right back. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like I think it's definitely a good series, man. Boston should have won last night. They definitely should have won last night. But like I said, it was Golden State made that last run in the fourth quarter. And when they made that last little run, it's like you gotta stop not only do you gotta stop the bleeding, but then now you gotta go on another last minute run for yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Golden State went up like 3. And we had like 3 possessions in a row to where we could not capitalize. Missed shots, almost bad. I felt like sometimes people getting too anxious, either trying to be the hero or trying to get a foul call. Like, no, just play your game. That's one thing about the playoffs in general, that and especially some of these finals, is that it looked like a lot of them are not just playing ball. They looking for a foul. They're doing stuff and then looking at the ref. Like, you're gonna call that? Like, bro, just play ball. Like, you ain't got time to hope that the ref bail you out, especially last couple of minutes in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Just play your game, play ball. I don't know. Overall, who you taking?
I do think Boston got the edge. I think Boston got the edge because one particular glaring hole that when you look at when Boston wins, like look at the rebounding differential. I think game 3 by halftime, y'all was up +10 in boards. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm just speaking about game 3. So I think the defensive tenacity is going to eventually wear them down, wear Golden State down just a little bit more. Like I don't see Steph Curry scoring 43 points for it's the best of 3 series now because that was game 4, it's 2-2, so it's best of 3. Yeah, no, he's not gonna score 43 points for 3 games, bro. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? Or at least got to do it he at least have to do it for 2 more games. It's gonna be guaranteed 1 loss, so it's probably gonna go to 7. So either, you know what I'm saying? So it's probably gonna go to 7. The game 7 will be in Golden State, but I still don't see in a 7-game series how Golden State can survive attrition. Now, before people say, uh, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh well, they have playoff experience. Well, yeah, they have playoff experience, but so does don't underestimate. I'm not underestimating it, but I'm saying what I'm saying is that Ref Curry. Now I'm just like I got a lot of respect for Steph's game, but that was just for you. But but anyway, so I got a lot of respect for his game, but he ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to have Clay. You got to have him having a great night. You got to have Clay having a Clay night. Draymond Green has been like super buns from his particular final standards. Jordan Poole gonna have to do something. Like it's more of a collective effort. Then when you see the energy that Boston can come with, particularly people don't understand this. Like when I was saying about experience, Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown was drafted in 2016. His second year, 2017, they got, or I'm sorry, Jaylen Brown 2016, Jason Tatum 2017. Jason Tatum's rookie year, they went to the Eastern Conference Final in 2017. So they've been in the playoffs. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just named the road that they had to take. You know what I'm saying? To get there, they lost to an eventual champion. They lost to an Eastern Conference Finals. They lost to two champions, or one champion, and then the other one went to the Other two went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Is what I mean. So, come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean. So it's like they got some experience there. I just think people really got to understand, like, when you say experience, what type of experience are we talking about? It's like, yeah, people won before, but are they and they're capable of winning, but are they going to win? And I don't necessarily see that, from what I'm looking at.
Right. So you see the comment, man. I don't think Steph has been really that inconsistent. Like, yeah, but it depends on what you're looking at him to consistently do. Like, from what I see, he's playing the same game that he's gonna play. You know what I'm saying? If you don't step up on that pick and roll, he's gonna shoot it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, it's like, all right, cool. We can. it's I'm giving it to Boston myself just because I'm a Boston fan. You feel me? So I'm giving us the edge on this one to come out with the dub and B and put up number 18. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good team, but I agree with what you were saying as far as what that comment said, that Steph needs a team. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of folks now, to win a championship, you need more than that one person. So you need somebody else, to where if Steph is having an off night, then Klay Thompson got to step up. Or if Steph is having a great night, if he having a great night, all right, cool. I still need you to drop your 15 or a nice little 20 ball. You know what I'm saying? Draymond been playing, so I don't know what he been doing. I don't know if he's just trying to be more of just play defense and be more of a facilitator, or I don't know. I don't know if he's doing it for a reason or what, but I don't get it, man. So, but we got a comment real quick. Pull this up. So I definitely do agree. Boston is a good team and they can do it. Klay just said not. Yeah, Klay has definitely not been the same. I mean but that also takes time. Like he's more, from what they say, from what is being said, he's closer to being 100% than what he was. But that's the thing. Like, he's that type of guy that he can drop 30. You know what I'm saying? So if you got him going, he dropping 30. You got Steph dropping 43. And Draymond's supposed to be a walking double-double. If he just dropped 15, then you got Poole off the bench drop another 12. Team ball. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Wiggins drop another 12 to 15. Looney get 10 to 12 board. Nice little 8. It's like, all right, cool. Now that's the Golden State Warriors that everybody remember. As far as when they was winning them championships, it wasn't one person just going ham. It was a team game. Everybody was doing their work. Like, one day, Steph go off. The next game, Klay went off. Draymond was putting in his work, and the role players that they had was all doing their job. And I think that's the type of team Boston got now, to where Jason Tatum is not scoring 40 points a game. He, as of right now, he's not even scoring 30 points right now in the finals. Right now, Jaylen Brown stepped up and he's taking more of the helms. But which is perfect because that's what their system is made for. Like we got two of y'all. It's two of y'all that can take over this game. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they doubling you, they can't double everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can't double everybody. So, all right, Tatum, they choosing to double you. So they figuring if they take you out the game, they can beat the rest of us. All right, Jaylen Brown, this is your shot, G. It's on you. You know what I'm saying? It's on you. So now if they start doubling Brown, all right, Tatum, now you got the green light. You know what I'm saying? So and they play more of a team game. But what I would like from Boston is one, less turnovers, because most of their turnovers just be stupid stuff. Like
stupid
having a guy wide open and then you just throw a bad pass. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, just get him the ball, G. Or I don't know, man. Trying to do some stuff to get a foul and lose the ball and they take off. But you cut down on the turnovers, and then on top of cutting down on the turnovers, I would like to see Grant Williams have more of an offensive presence.
I don't know if he gonna have more of an offensive presence, especially like he did in Game 3. I think that's few and far in between. But the thing that Boston's biggest problem is them damn turnovers, bro. Like specifically in Game 3, they was up 20 something points. Marcus Smart comes and does a drive and throws the ball backwards. Nobody's there, and then Golden State goes on a run to bring it back within 6 before the third quarter is over with. So you know what I'm saying? So that when you do that type of stuff to Golden State, like, okay, I'm up 20 something. Now I'm gonna make a stupid turnover and get him 3. Then we're gonna come back down. We're gonna turn it over again. We're gonna give him another 3. It's like by that time the point swing is so big. Now you playing the momentum game now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you're not gonna win that if Steph is hitting. You're not winning the momentum game. He gonna come down and bury 4 in your grill before a minute can be over with, and then you got Clay shooting better now because Clay, to be honest, the first 3 games or the first 2 games, his shooting was. I mean, it's not terrible. It's probably terrible by his normal standards, but he wasn't shooting as well as normal. So I don't know, man. I just think if Boston can stop turning over the ball, and then here's another key stat too. So y'all only lost 2 games, 2 complete games in the playoffs. I think when Marcus Smart, I think it's 15 points. If Marcus Smart scores 15 points, I think y'all 8-2. And you know what I'm saying in the playoffs. I gotta check that again, but I think it's 8-2 when Marcus Smart scores 15 points. So if he could just get his buckets, come down, get him a couple open little buckets or whatever, you know what I'm saying, play within the flow of the game, still make his defensive presence known, then I think that's good there. But I'm telling you, if they turn that ball over again like they did in Game 3, and they let Golden State close that, if they have a gap and they close that gap, it's gonna be over with. Like they might not go back. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just hypothetically say Golden State wins the game on Monday. Golden State wins the game on Monday. They up 3-2 now. So what? So now what? You know what I'm saying? They're the type of team that they gonna try to you know what I'm saying? They gonna try to stomp you in the ground, go ahead and bury you. So you can't get behind 3-2 and then start being desperate and throwing the ball to God knows who, to Davy Jones. I'm gonna say throwing it to Davy Jones. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then expect to win, bro. You like that's not gonna happen. But I think the youth and the energy, especially the energy Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum's been playing with, is gonna help them if it goes Game 7. Lastly, I'm gonna say this too. Uh, uh, Wiggins, man, like Wiggins' game is so weird to me, bro. Like it's weird because he has the talent to play up to par with anybody that's on the court, but then he picks times where it's time to be aggressive, and he won't be aggressive. And it's like, dude, just attack the rat. So you know what I'm saying? So his game is just weird to me, bro. I think if he played a little bit different, a little bit more aggressive in spots where he was supposed to be aggressive, I don't understand why they just like they can put him away. He's a bad matchup for almost everybody on the court, and they normally got him playing against Pritchard. Like Like, dudes should be getting iced. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is this? Like, I'm like, what is this? Like, but whatever, man. That's just me. I just don't understand. But Steve Kerr is the Hall of Fame coach, not me.
I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. But yeah, overall, Ben, my pick is in. By the time the next show airs, by the time we get on here again, we will have a NBA championship or NBA champion. So with that being said, man, I'm going Boston. Final answer, Bob.
Good
Hopefully,
luck
man,
to
they
the
can pull
good
it
luck to
out,
the
man.
Boston Celtics
You know,
fans. Good luck to the Celtics fans and the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, Golden State Warriors fans out there.
see what you did there. But yeah, man, just we're gonna go ahead and move on to this next and last topic. Last topic, and we try to keep stuff current, whether I like talking about the stuff or not. But I actually titled this one, "What They Really Want from a Nigga." Somebody let me know. Very hard. And this whole Michael B. Jordan situation. And the reason why I said what they really want, because these chicks don't know, these women don't know what they want, like literally. Now, before the comments start rolling in, all right, let me look dead in the camera. Before these comments start rolling in, I know it's some women out here that know exactly what they want. Okay, so if it doesn't pertain to you, then I'm not talking about you. But I'm pretty sure you know at least a couple of your friends like this. but you don't know what you want. Like you want the guy that's gonna wine and dine you, take you to trips, put you on this pedestal, build you up, like you know what I'm saying, show you off, da 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 da. And then when he ready to move on, like, hey, you know what? Hey, let's take this up another level. Now she didn't backed out, and now the crazy thing is, now you got all these ladies, which I'm kind of happy for ladies actually having another woman's back on some shit because they'll bash you real quick. But I'm all on the bandwagon, like, well, if she's not ready, then it's understandable and all of that. Like, what? Y'all was just a couple months ago before this popped out. Y'all was just talking about goals. Like, oh man, that's goals. My man, my future husband, he got to treat me just like that. But then now, when she don't want to get married, well, she not ready, and he shouldn't have broke up with her for that, and it shouldn't be a big deal. Like what? Like, come on, man. Y'all be trying to have y'all cake and eat it too. Y'all be trying to make the cake, have the cake, eat the cake, else eat the cake, even though they allergic to the cake. Like, no, you can't have all of that. you can't have it that way. It don't go down like that. Like, cause it's just funny, man. Like, I don't know, like you know how we get down. We usually don't pop in on a celebrity scandal or celebrity highlights like that, but it's just funny, man. It's a trending topic. I thought it was hilarious. Like what? But how you feel about the take?
I just think it's funny.
Man, you faded out on me, bro.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah, it looked like something was going on. That mug was just like, nah, bro, I don't need to hear this. But y'all gonna hear it anyway. But uh, basically what I'm saying is that it's like it's weird, bro. It's like social media kind of introduced this phenomenon where it's like, oh, we see this, so we want to have this, and this it has to be this or nothing. And speaking from personal experience, like I'll say, even in relationships or whatever, I don't I try to stay away from the social media for that aspect. Like people look and they think that what they see is two people being happy. Like, oh, she bragging about her man or he bragging about. And for me, like that's cool if that's for you in your relationship. If y'all had that discussion, you know what I'm saying, and y'all want to show each other off, like every now and then would be cool. But like just oh, I'm mad now, let me post something on social media, or I'm sad, let me post something on social media, or you know what I'm saying? Because emotions are fleeting, and the same thing when it comes to, oh, I want this or I want that. For example, get with a woman, you know what I'm saying? You treat her good or whatever, you try to treat her good. That's what she want. Y'all in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? You start treating her good. And in my experience, when I start treating a woman a certain way, it's like they like, oh, well, now he a simp or something. It's like, nah, I'm not that dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody came in my house and they was disrespecting you and all that, I handle it accordingly and have handled it accordingly. But it's like when it comes to treating a woman with some type of respect, it's almost looked down upon even by the woman. Like, oh, you soft because you do this. Like, nah, I'm cooking because I gotta eat too. You know what I'm saying? Like you had a hard day at work. I had a hard day at work, but your day seemed a little harder than mine, so I'm gonna cook. But then you start getting disrespected. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you say you want it, but then you get it. But then when you get it, you're disrespecting it because you want somebody who's disrespectful. Like I don't get it, bro. Or somebody that is more along the lines of somebody that you think you see on TV that you think is treating women a certain way. For instance, like we was talking about this a while ago about Russell Wilson and Future, and women was posting memes like, oh, look at this or whatever, like look at them, he love her and all that, which is true. You know what I'm saying? Seems to be true. True. Russell Wilson love his wife, but at the same time, those same people calling him corny. So it's like, is it corny to love your woman and treat her with respect, or is it not? Like y'all got to pick a lane, bro. Like you can't. You know what I'm saying? So then when a man gets with you or marries you, then you disrespect him, and then he leaves you. Then what? Now he's still wrong.
I don't think the Russell Wilson corny line was because he was, he loved his wife. I think that was just corny because he just looked like a corny dude.
But that's true. But I'm just saying, like, if you follow the meme trail or like the story trails, it's like, why Russell Wilson don't seem like he fun, like, or whatever. Like, why would she do this instead of that? Because she's probably getting treated like shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, like I agree with you because, like I said, we've talked about it before, man, and it goes into the same situation. Like you say you want, like you just said, you say you want one thing, but then you want something else. It's always that maybe the grass is greener on the other side. So like, oh man, I see what Sheila got over there in her yard. Why don't you get that for her yard? Or you know what I'm saying? Using that for all right, I see what she got. I want what she got because that look fun. That look cool. That look like no, you gotta do what's best for you. So the thing is, if you're looking to be for a forever type of thing with a person, or if that's just the journey you're on, then you need to, one, like we said before on the show, be upfront with that. Like, you know what, when you get to talking with somebody, if y'all getting to that little bridge point to where it might start getting serious, then let them know, like, hey, look, I'm starting to, catch some real deal feelings for you. This is where I'm at in life. I'm bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? Or if you like, look, this is cool, it's getting too serious, I'm not trying to take it that far. Like, that's better to give somebody a heads up. So that way, if you for the streets, say you for the streets. Like, hey, look, I like what we got. I ain't trying to be too serious, but I do like what we got. So that way somebody can, you know what I'm saying, adjust accordingly instead of being out here like, oh man, she said she want a nice dude. All right, cool. I'll be a good dude. I do this for her, do this for her. And the next thing you know, she like, nah, man, I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need you to be a little rougher with me. Like, what? Like, like, okay, cool. So you want me to not give a shit? Like, that's what you want. You want me to not give a shit, or you want me to give a shit? Like, which, you know what I'm saying? Because some people can't play that medium line to where it's like, oh, okay, I give you exactly, a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody their own person, and as far as individuality. So it's like, just figure out what you want. Like, and they try to say that dudes or men are complicated. No, 9 times where we are right now, at any stage of a guy's life, he knows what he likes. He knows what he likes. You know what I'm saying? On what type of girl, woman, cougar, MILF, whatever. We at every stage, he knows what he likes. You know what I'm saying? So like the reason why I broke it down like that is because when you in middle school, you definitely not attracting women. You know what I'm saying? So it's a girlfriend at that time. It's just a girl. So at that time, you know what type of girl you like. Like, oh, I like my girl to look like this and act like this. You know what you like. Boom, you get a little older, you're like, you know what? That was cool. But this is the type of woman that I like now. You know what I'm saying? Like, in this, it progresses it with each stage versus you don't know what you want. Like, hey, I want a good dude that's gonna treat me nice, and then you get a good dude that treats you nice, and then you break up with him. He was treating me too nice. I ain't like it. Something was up with that. Like, what? It's just like now, you know, it's a trend that toxic relationships is in. Like, oh well, I see people all the time like, oh yeah, I love this toxic relationship. Like, for what? Like, why? People talked about it before. Like, man, don't you like that little toxic stuff every now and again? No, I don't like it at all. Like at that point, you could just leave me. You could just leave me alone. Like if you having a toxic day, I will give you your space. You having a bad day? Is there anything I can do for it? No. Okay, I know one thing I can do. I can leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all just be making this shit difficult. Like just simple stuff, and it all ends up to basically saying women don't know what they want, and you can get down to this point. What do you want to eat? They be like, I don't know what you want to eat. Like, bro, I asked you, and it always remind me of the what was that? The Jungle Book. I think it was the Jungle Book with the birds or something. It was like, what you want to do? I don't know. What you want to do? One of those little movies back in the day. Like, man, like, come on now. Like, or you say you're not hungry, so a guy don't get you nothing to eat. Now it's like, well, you should have got me something anyway. Why? You said you wasn't hungry.
Yeah, on that end, that's crazy.
If you're not hungry, then I'm gonna get you something anyway. All right. Man, that'd be wild. Like if I tell you I'm not hungry, don't get me nothing. So if I don't get you nothing, I'll say I wasn't hungry. You did. Then cool. I'm not about to be mad because you didn't get me nothing when I told you I wasn't hungry. Like, just like if you tell
I don't want to eat that cold ass food, bro. Whatever.
Like they'd be like, leave me alone. Like, okay, and then you get left alone. Like he didn't even fight for me. Like you, what? Say what you mean what you say. If you tell me to leave you alone, I'm gonna leave you alone. Like you should have just tried. You should have tried a little bit more. Like why? Like why should I have tried a little bit more? Because if I tell you leave me alone, what do I mean? I mean leave me alone. But
hey,
they say
it's funny. It's funny because I done been in all them type of circumstances before. Not necessarily the one where you say you're not hungry or whatever. That's why I said that's funny, but yeah, man, it's like, bro, I don't got time, bro. Like I don't want to have a Rosetta Stone, bro, to have to be in a relationship, bro. Like I gotta translate what you mean, what you say. Yeah, that's crazy. But I will say this though. I will say it's just like I said, speaking from some experiences, but I had a brother mainly, you know what I'm saying, that I'm speaking on his behalf too, because we had a similar experience, but his experience was a little bit different, and he broke it down different, bro. And he sent me a video on YouTube, and he was talking about like how certain sections of the population or whatever, or parts of the community view relationships a different way because of one, it could be like commercialism, or like, for instance, like I know you probably been to a bar or whatever and you see women that's all dressed up. It's like they take on a whole new persona, bro. Like that's basically what he was getting at. It's like you say you want something, but you're doing something else to attract what you don't want, thinking that every man is in the same boat. It's just like, yeah, like if I'm a married man, like if I'm with somebody and I'm married, I'm gonna work harder to try to keep the relationship, even if I may feel slighted. You feel me? But if we just dating, you know what I'm saying, and you taking on a whole new persona, I'm not about to retrofit no relationship. Love ain't retrofit; it's custom fit. You know what I'm saying? I'm custom building a relationship. I'm not retrofitting shit, except for a bathroom, toilet, or a sink. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some cable, maybe some cables that don't fit. I gotta file them down or something like that. But I'm not doing that with no relationship. Like you said, bro. Like if you want me to be retrofit, then you might as well go on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I want this general area of person, and you fit the general area. But now I'm gonna beat it into you to be this kind of person. Like, man, miss me. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that. If you say, like you said, if you say, and this is just a simple version of this. If you say, I'm not hungry and I don't get you nothing to eat, you wasn't hungry, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we arguing about at that point? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying about retro and custom fit. Me, I would like to be in a situation with a woman that we're not having that type of dispute. Like if we having that kind of dispute, then I would just be like, hey, like this a little bit, it's weird, bro. Like, let's talk about this. This is weird. Like, why are we talking about something you told me you ain't want? But you know, like I said, that's just a simple explanation for a bigger societal problem, I think. There's a lot of women out there too, bro, that I noticed too that say like they want somebody to take care of them, which is cool. It's got to be taken care of, but it's like taken care of so that you can reach an economic standard while pushing whoever that is taking care of you underneath you. And it's like, no, like everybody serves their purpose.
So I call it when it's more like right. Like when I see that, man, I always think about somebody like you giving somebody a boost on your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like you know the old school way, like you up against the wall trying to push somebody up, but when they got to climb up. That's kind of how I think about that. Cause yeah, you getting higher, you're about to reach your goal, but you got to step on me to get there. Versus it's a ladder here. I climb up this ladder, and then you climb up this ladder, or I'm already there. I can turn around and reach that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, and you touched on something that I want to kind of elaborate on just real quick. Is that because I heard this before too? Is the fact that a lot of people, when you said taking on that new persona, a lot of people you're trying to look or portray what you want to attract. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes what you attract it's not ready for you. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Just because you're trying to attract this baller that's gonna take care of you. All right, maybe that could take care of you. Look at you and be like, nah, you're not my speed. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're not my speed. So I don't know, man. I think it kind of go both ways, man. But other than that, as far as Lori Harvey go, she just like the female version of the Future. At least right now, and then she having an FNF summer. You know what I'm saying? So right. We can. So I can dig it. But other than that, bro, we can go ahead and get up out of here. You got some closing words, arguments, concerns?
Yeah, I don't want
tags, anything like that before we get up out.
Yeah, I don't want people to think like, you know what I'm saying, like we coming on here and we not understanding of, you know, the plight of a woman. We not saying women don't go through things, that women ain't beautiful, that, you know what I'm saying, that y'all not attractive and all that. We're not saying that. What I am saying is that when you look at something, like when you look at a person that you're trying to be in a relationship with, mainly, you know what I'm saying, I'm just speaking for myself here. Like, let's just say, I never got married or whatever, you know what I mean? And I was meeting my ex-wife for the first time. Those conversations that we was having was meaningful to figure out who a person is. You're not always going to attract the type of, for the sake of a metaphor, to catch certain type of fish, you got to use certain type of bait. So if you're using the wrong kind of bait, you know what I'm saying? You want somebody to love you for you, then be you. You know what I mean? And that goes for gentlemen too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be out here trying to be Lil Wayne, bro, and thinking you about to get somebody who don't like Lil Wayne and like you because you think Lil Wayne is cool. Like she might not think that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's just what I got to say about that. But anyway, y'all see the tags at the bottom of the screen. At the link ENT LLC, at Siege 101 on Twitter. Appreciate y'all for always keeping up with us, listening, and watching. I said looking, listening, and watching.
Thanks, man. But yeah, man, I agree with you, man. As far as me, you know, it's your man E. Carter, the Beard Wonder. You can catch me on Facebook, First Class Podcast Media, or First Class Podcast Media fan page. Don't forget to check out the YouTube page that is still going around. Make sure y'all subscribe, and that's under First Class Podcast. Trust me, you're gonna know it when you see it. I believe I got the link up on some of my bios and profiles on my social media. Like I said, just make sure y'all go and check out, subscribe to the YouTube channel, so it'll help us get that going and keep that going with our subscriptions, views, and stuff like that. Share it. Like I said, man, we took a little time off, but we back. We're gonna try to keep everything pushing. I think the next episode would be, I don't know, but if we to be honest,
it's the week after Father's Day, so I
really don't know offhand. Try about it. Yeah. So it's the week after Father's Day. So if that's the case, if we don't pop back on here next week, I'll probably try to pop on here for a little quick one next week, just to throw some content for the dads out there. But other than that, if we don't get a chance to do that, happy Father's Day to all the men out there doing their thing. Yeah, like I said before, congratulations to all the graduates, the 2022 graduates. That's high school, college, trade school, whatever level that you're on. If you got a diploma, a certificate, moving on to the next course, whatever the case may be, congratulations to you. Keep grinding, keep achieving, keep being successful. This is an interesting NBA Finals. It's all tied up. It's probably going to go to Game 7. You know, put your bets in now. Lori Harvey, she for the streets. I'm just going to get that over with. And
you crazy,
you know. You feel me? You know how I get, bro. If it's a duck, what you gonna call it? I'm gonna call it a duck. You're gonna call it what it needs to be called. But at the end of it, that's it, man. This is First Class Podcast. And like we always say at this time, if you're gonna fly, you might as well fly first class,
baby.
And we about. Peace.
First Class Podcast.